definitively know what I'm going to say until it's time to speak.
I didn't say a word.
Sit your ass down.
I'm so sick of these people.
I just go off, man.
Patient. Oh!
Are you a hater?
Man, I got time for all of that. Could you shut the hell up, please? Do not interrupt me. I'm an antagonist, and it's by nature.
And you can't stay off the weed.
He is the star of ESPN's First Take
Unapologetic and incredibly entertaining
show, Stephen A. Smith.
I know, girl, you can't handle all that swag, can you?
It's 2012, and Stephen A. Smith is on the rise.
We understand what that letter E stands for with ESPN. It's entertainment. Okay. Skip came to me in 2012 and said, I need you to do this for me. I knew the kind of chemistry that Skip and I had, but we didn't agree on
I'm not hedging any back. Be quiet, I'm talking, okay? I'm talking right now. All right, here's the deal.
Are you kidding me, Stephen A?
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. You coulda had on a nice suit today, but you chose not to.
He knew the formula with which the show would work. I followed his lead.
Oh, it's Stephen A. Smith. We have seen this before.
They see the finished product. They see you on ESPN and all the success you're having now, but your journey was anything but. Let's go back to '94, kind of when you started your professional career.
Native of Hollis, Queens, born in the Bronx, raised in Queens. Mom and dad were married, but my father was barely home. My mother had to work 2 jobs, 7 days a week, 16 hours a day. What was unforgivable to me was not paying any bills.
Yeah.
Allowing her to work the hours you were supposed to be working, right. To have the obligations you were supposed to have, to take care of me and my 5 siblings. Everybody uses whatever they can as different sources of motivation. I'm in the 4th grade, I get left back with a 1st grade reading level. I felt like the dumbest person on the planet. My father saw me. He said, the boy just ain't smart. You just got to get used to it. He's not smart. He's not going to be anything. Just get used to it. You know, my mother was like, you have to make sure that you will never be like your father. If there's ever anything that inspired me, that made me hungry, I remember saying to my mother, I said, he made a mistake. It elevated my level of motivation and focus and determination, and it never, ever dissipated. Whatever sacrifices need to be made, I'm going to make to get ahead. My mother said, well, what you gonna do? And sure enough, I could write, I could report, I could do all of those different things. And a critical and persuasive writing teacher saw me and said, you're a born sports writer. Hired me within 5 minutes.
$15,000 a year, you were at the Greensboro News and Record?
Greensboro, $15,300. They were the guys that would sit me down and say, okay, this is a piss poor job. You wrote this sentence wrong. The copy comes off the paper. It ain't good. You gotta make sure it fits. You wrote that graph wrong. You missed this fact, that fact. You do it wrong here, wrong there. Make sure it's framed correctly. And they literally taught me journalism. All they asked in return is that I made sure not to make their effort be in vain. You said you wanted to go for this. That's why we helped you. Go for it.
I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set.
I would get off at 6 and drive throughout the Piedmont Triad area in North Carolina. All I wanted in return was to write my articles so I can build my portfolio. To show that I was really committed to being a sports writer. That led to internships in Atlanta, back at Winston-Salem, before I got the high school sports writing job at the New York Daily News. I wanted to push myself to find out what I was made of. I was reduced to writing an 800-word article, and that was it. Trying to build subscribers for the newspaper. The executives was talking about there was subscriber base was dipping and stuff. So I look around and I'm like, we got radio hosts. They say more in 3 minutes than I can write in an entire article.
The fastest 3 minutes. Last week, they beat previously undefeated New England.
Plus, I'm getting paid $75,000. They getting paid $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year. Television, they get paid 7 figures. I'm like, what the, I mean, I ain't blind. This is where the money is. As good as everyone thought I could write, I knew I could talk better than I could write. The Lakers appear on a mission right now. They're showing you why they're the reigning defending world champions.
He is never without an opinion.
I could run my mouth and get away with it. And then I learned I could get paid for it. This is not a hard transition to make.
The NBA Inside for Fox Sports and Philadelphia Inquirer, my man Stephen A. Smith, who always keeps it real.
My background as a journalist You're not supposed to be in the business of making friends.
It's like being on the court with somebody, and if somebody's sitting there and they playing like garbage, what do you do about that? Michael Jordan's gonna have a problem with that. He's definitely gonna get on guys.
You're supposed to call it like you see it.
From the heart of New York City, this is Quite Frankly with Stephen A.
While I'm at the Philadelphia Inquirer, I land at ESPN.
The difference is that I watched that game, Kobe, with about 3 minutes left. You knew y'all were gonna win the game.
See something, I'm gonna attack.
Oh, you think you so smooth. Come on, man. All right, Sonny.
I was high octane.
You live in Brooklyn. You from Utah, okay? Don't act like you from Brooklyn.
I was yelling all the time.
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play.
Commercials, I'm on the side of buses. Please.
How you doing, baby? Make absolutely no mistake about it. He is unstoppable.
My cable bill is out of this world, man. And I pay it so I can watch you.
Man, they screaming my name.
It's my house. You're welcome anytime.
My turn is coming.
Of course you gonna pay me.
We'll get into all of that and much more about Dwayne Wade when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
Nah.
Stephen, how's it going, sir?
I'm all right.
Just want to know how you're holding up after everything.
Well, man, deal with the things that you do.
They came to me with 1.3 million.
I thought I was worthy of more. They said we don't think so. Good luck trying to prove otherwise.
They cut me off and left me for dead, bro. All of a sudden, y'all didn't see me. You didn't hear me. What happened to Stephen A? Got cocky.
You know what it's like for everybody to know you and then everybody to know you fired? It's hard. And so
For 10.5 months, living off my savings. And it was the scariest shit that ever happened to me because I'm a new dad.
I didn't know you had 2 baby mamas.
I had condoms on lock like credit cards. It was like I didn't leave home without them. I was never going to compromise myself by putting myself in that position. And then I lost my way.
Do not take your eyes off of it, for obvious reasons.
This is the one thing that my mother was ashamed of. She said there's only one way you can make up for it. You have to be the best father that you could possibly be. You have to make sure that you will never be like your father.
At some point in time, what is measured is your level of discipline in the face of adversity. Because that's what separates the men from the boys.
And when I saw all of that, and I recognized that, I said the worst thing they could possibly do is give me a shot, a second chance. Because what happens is that I'm going to study this business. You thought you were popular, but you didn't know. Where was your data? What was your ratings? What kind of revenue did you have? Do we know where to find you? Are you appointment viewing?
How this crap doesn't continue to happen in sports.
But the fans' reaction was at least as revolting in this case as the Pacers' reaction to me.
Skip Bayless was doing his thing with First Take. They weren't satisfied with the numbers. They weren't satisfied with the ratings. Skip Bayless comes to me in the parking lot on the campus of ESPN in Bristol, Connecticut. He said, I've done all that I could to take this as far as I could go. I need you to do this for me, please.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to ESPN First Take, the show where debate happens. To my left is Skip Bayless, and to my right is Stephen A. Smith. Welcome back.
What's up, baby? I followed his lead.
I'm still a prisoner of what I recently saw in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, you need to get over that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No,
yes,
I do not.
We didn't agree on anything.
Kobe is on a mission to steamroll over you.
ASA 9, ASA 10, and ASA 11.
See, this is what bothers me, and this is why I can't stand you sometimes. I don't do fluff.
I don't do fluff either.
You're getting people up. You're getting them hyped about their day.
You said that everybody else can kick rocks.
You don't get the head of my guy.
You know what?
You gotta be the spark plug.
My lining is better.
Okay, Liberace.
What's the name on that suit?
Suit yesterday.
It's Stephen A. It's Rusty Taylor, baby.
Well, that explains it. You
Watch
got
your
own
mouth.
line.
1 month later, we were number 1.
Skip Tebow.
Sounds good. I like the ring of that.
Let him play.
I don't give a damn how much my star supposedly was rising and all this stuff. I always made it clear it was Skip's show.
Skip will be leaving First Take.
You will forever be synonymous with First Take, my man. I am happy for you. You know that. And I wish you nothing but the best. The moment Skip was gone, it was mine. It was like, my ass is on the line. No, I got to show what my creative juices are and what I'm made of and what I think this show can be.
But he had no idea if he was ready.
I said, Mommy, I just don't know what I'm gonna be able to pull off.
I was like, I ain't never hosted no show before. I don't know what to do here.
You the big fish in the little pond. How you gonna feel about being the little fish in a big pond? It's me.
Okay.
After I had overcome getting left back, after I had overcome the confidence issues and all of this other stuff, I looked her dead in the face and I said, Mommy, I'm gonna be the best because I'm not going to settle for anything less. I'm going to be unstoppable because I won't stop. I run this show. I don't care what drill sergeant is. You heard me? First takes in the house. It's a new day, baby. But I ain't gonna be no little fish in anybody's pond. Turn the lights on, put on the camera, and watch me do what I do.
I'm not supposed to use this word. I'm pissed off. I don't give a damn about any of that. This is bad. And nobody out there should be thinking about emulating this BS. Watch your voice.
That's your friend.
Watch your tone, man.
Oh, it's
Watch your tone.
You get really loud. You start yelling.
What big man would you choose? I'm gonna tell you something right now. To be dominant, going up against Anthony Davis.
But then you get really soft and you make people lean in.
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father.
Almost like an artist or like a composer.
You know what these numbers mean. You know what it's gonna do. It's not just my responsibility to go on the air and spout my opinion. It's my responsibility to provide a show. You never know what I'm gonna come at you with, and I do it on purpose. Stevie ain't let a kid. He sure does.
But the louder Stephen A. got, the further he was from his true self.
Is the Stephen A. Smith we see on a daily basis on ESPN, is that a role or is this you?
No, that's me.
Okay.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
You aren't this loud, demonstrative person off camera. Actually, I would describe you as soft-spoken.
My dad is one of the most introverted men I know. He does this for you because he cares about his viewers and about his fans.
I'm trying to show you that I'm passionate and enthused about what we're talking about. I can't do that if I'm mellow, chilling in my house. The lights come on, it's time to perform. And that doesn't mean faking who you are. That means bringing out that element that's appropriate for that platform that you're working in.
And yet, he felt like something was missing.
Are you going for it? Doing First Take every day? Is that really, really going for it? Stephen A., is that all you got? And I was like, nah, this is unacceptable. And there's a difference between being alive and living. And I was alive, but I wasn't living the way I want to live. Every time I achieve something, I'm going to put a new list out of things I'm going to achieve. Whatever needs to be done.
I would imagine that acting was on that list.
Nope.
Are you trying to act, dog? Are you trying to tap into acting?
You know, acting was never an interest of mine because I equated it with phoniness. I did not appreciate the greatness and the artistry of actors until I actually got into the mix. So I've been watching General Hospital since I was like 8 years old.
Damn.
What happened is they called me to come on the set. I did a scene with Maurice Bernard, who's the star of the show. His name is Sonny Corinthos. Words of advice. If you want to stay in this business, outside of Sonny, trust nobody.
Not even you?
Especially not me. And I taped one scene with him, and he just stood there staring at me. And he said, "What the F?" And I was like, well, what'd I do? The executive producer of General Hospital comes racing downstairs from the control room. "You're a freaking natural. Welcome to General Hospital. You ain't leaving no time soon." It's been modified, probably by the shooter. I can tell you the original manufacturer, but there's no serial numbers. It's untraceable.
What are you thinking?
Yes, I'm gonna get into acting more. I don't care about cool, I care about you. I care about your family, your kids, your future. That's what I'm thinking about. So guess what? Your agent ain't asking you to get rid of some of your boys. I'm asking you to get rid of all of them. Every living one of them.
But I want to ask you about hitting the actual big time this year. You made your debut on Law & Order.
Yeah. Portraying other characters and finding myself marrying that character, the challenge of it, because I think it makes me better on television. And I'm not satisfied with what I've accomplished on television. I want to host Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Welcome to Jimmy Kimmel Live. I am your guest host, Stephen A. Smith.
You recently signed a 5-year deal with ESPN worth a reported $100 million.
This is really, really exciting, a beautiful moment for me. I did exactly what I did with every other contract I signed. I signed it, went out to dinner, had a mini celebration, and the next day I woke up and said, what I'm gonna do to earn my next contract. At that time, my mother, we had just learned that she had acquired cancer. Night before game 1 of the NBA Finals. I was profoundly sad to have lost her. The woman that I loved most in the world, that I knew loved me unconditionally, is gone. You can have a parent, you can be loved by your parents, but they're passing the baton to your wife. That was Mom. And I never thought about it being the void, a gap in my life until that day. And when that day happened, I was like this, I'm all alone. For me to be in this position, what I could do for her now, and she's not here, you know, that really, really hurts. Yeah. It hurts a lot. She is the reason why work never seems like work to me, why obstacles are destined to be overcome. Try having a mama that puts herself through school, worked 2 jobs, became an assistant head nurse at one of the largest hospitals in the state of New York, while never shortchanging her 6 children in the Department of Love and Commitment. I had to be reminded, yo, bro, you got 2 daughters. Yo, bro, you got people who love you. Yo, you got this show, you got your family. You gotta rise above this, you gotta find a way. What would my mother have said? That same registered nurse, she would have said, finish the job.
When do you get to a point and you say, you know what, I've done enough, I can rest, I don't need to do anymore?
My initial thought would be, well, I drop dead. And in this particular contract, it's different because I wanted my rights. Mm-hmm. I'm not satisfied with what I've accomplished on television in the world of sports, yes, but I plan on taking it a step further because to me, there is no finish line.
You gotta remember what it took to get you there, and you gotta hold on to that, to transfer that attitude and that energy to whatever else you choose to do.
I got this the old-fashioned blue-collar way, and I think a lot of people can achieve that. And for the first time in my life, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman and a business owner. And I never, ever, ever had it like that before. I started my own production company. I want to produce content, and I want to be one of the best producers out there. I want to develop television shows, movies. He's a former heavyweight champion of the world, one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. The one and only Adonis Creed is sitting right next to me. Welcome to the show, my man. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, man.
He's one of the most, maybe the most listened to sports commentator in America. Lately, he's been talking a lot about politics. And this week, he opened the door to a possible run for president in 2028.
I want to be a major player in terms of a voice and a conduit for change. I want people to know that I'm connected to shit that matters. I think the politicians in this country have served to divide us.
Stephen A. Smith may run for president, as you know.
Because I believe white, black, and everything in between, society as a whole, by and large, are a lot of great, God-fearing individuals that can get along just fine. I believe I'm the best in the world at what I do. I'm successful right now. I'm living large now. I'm living good. I'm living large right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it took 28 years.
I'm not finished at all. I'm just getting started. Good luck trying to stop me now. Some folks are gonna need to move over because here the hell I come.
I don't stop. I'm a machine. And I know it, and I'm proud of it. And I don't believe that talent is what got me here. It's a commitment to working hard and exhausting myself trying to be and striving to be the best that I can be. Happy Mother's Day. Love you.